to do flow and stretch. Welcome to today's flow and stretch class. I want you to bring some blocks with you if you want to bring the ground a little bit closer to you. And other than that, we don't need anything, just ourselves, our bodies, an open mind, and your mat. We're going to start today in a child's pose. So you have a couple options for your child's pose. You could keep your knees together, just bend your knees sitting on your shins, toes are untucked, and then bring the body forward, bring your forehead down to your mat. Fingertips could be forward, fingertips could also be towards the back of the mat. Or you could come into a wide legs child's pose, same thing, just spreading the knees wider, the big toes are touching. And then again, bring yourself down to your forearms, dropping the chest and the head. And if you would like to prop yourself with blocks in any way underneath your hips, your chest, or your forehead, that can be a really nice prop. So I want you to go ahead and just start to settle the body into a position that feels comfortable for you. Start by taking one really big cycle of breath. And just start to relax the body. Become present with the sensations in your body right now. Become present with your breath. And become present on your mat. Once you're feeling complete here, you'll start to notice that any little bits of tension that your body was holding have melted away. Just start to roll the forehead back and forth on the mat. Bring the forehead through the center. Start to lift the gaze slightly, and then bend the elbows, place the hands beneath the shoulders, and we are going to come all the way up to a seated position. You can bring the knees to touch or sit in any other way that feels comfortable for you. So I'm going to move into the body a little bit before we come back down to that child's pose. So take a big inhale through the nose, like to get the body connected with the breath. And then exhale, turn the hands all the way down. So big wide arms. Taking a big inhale, shoulders are pressed down away from the ears. And exhale, relax the hands down. One more time. You can stay breathing in and out of the nose if you would like to. You could also take an open mouth exhale if that feels good for you right now. Take one inhale to reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, catch the arms and twist towards the left long edge of your mat. It's the right long edge for me, actually. Breathe in, reaching the arms all the way up, stretching from the hips to the fingers. Exhale, now twisting towards the left as I cactus the arms. Couple more times, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, inhale, come up. Exhale, twist. Final inhale, reaching all the way up. Look up towards the sky. As you exhale, we're going to come back down, place the hands in front of us. So we're going to come back into a child's pose, taking the knees wide this time. You can keep them together if you would like to. The right hands come forward, and then the left fingertips are going to loop underneath that right hand. You can bring the left cheek towards the earth. Your arms are making a 90-degree angle. And settle down right here. settle back into presence. Immersing in your breath, noticing your heartbeat. And we'll be taking one more cycle of breath here. Starting to bend the right elbow, plant the hand beneath the shoulder, press into the hand to lift your body all the way back up, and we take this to the other side. The left fingertips now reach towards the top of the mat, the right fingertips loop underneath the left, and bring your right cheek towards the earth. And feeling a nice sensation in that right shoulder. Always making any adjustments that your body may need, so you can be even 1% more comfortable. Remember, it's not about how your posture looks, and it doesn't need to look the same as it did on the other side. Just remembering it's about how it feels. This is your final cycle of breath. At the bottom of the exhale, start to bend the left elbow, bringing the hand beneath the shoulder, pressing your body all the way up. And now this time we're going to bring ourselves forward into a tabletop. So you can bring the knees about hip-width apart, curl yourself forward. Knees are directly underneath your sit bones and wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. We take an inhale to dip the belly down, pull the shoulders back, and an exhale to tuck the tail and chin towards one another. Breathing in through the nose, opening up through the chest, breathing out the mouth, rounding spine to sky. One more time, inhale, and exhale. The spine comes back to a neutral position, gazes between the hands. Or you can extend your right leg towards the back of the mat and tuck the toe. Start to press back and forth, rolling onto the ball of the foot and then onto the toes. See how your calf and your Achilles tendon feel today on the right side. Taking one moment here to explore this. And then bring it all the way into that left knee so we can pick the right toe up, cross the right toe behind the left on the ball of the foot, and start to look over your left shoulder at your toe. Right hip sticks out to the long edge of the mat. And then you have a beautiful side stretch on the right side of your body. On an inhale, come back through the center into tabletop. Left leg extends towards the back. Same thing. Rocking back and forth. Continuing to breathe in and out the nose, or in the nose and out the mouth. And using this breath as the anchor for the practice. So every time you find that your mind has drifted off into thought, we just come back into noticing the breath. All the way comes into right shin, pick up the left foot, cross it behind the right, and then start to look over at that toe. Side stretch onto the opposite side of the body. Breathe into the whole left side body. And then we slowly start to bring ourselves back through the center into tabletop. This time the toes will tuck under. You can grab them out with the hands. So just slowly take the hips up into a downward dog. Maybe the heels hit the mat, maybe they don't. If not, come higher on the toes and bend the knees more. And we'll just explore this for a moment, making sure that the gaze is towards the back of the mat. And we're actively pressing into the mat with the fingertips, so not to dump weight down to the shoulders. From here, I want you to slowly walk the feet towards the hands. If the hands don't want to hit the mat when you come forward, you can tent fingertips, or you can also take a block or two and take the hands onto the block. And from here, just dangling for moments. Deeper stretch into the hamstrings. You can also take a generous bend into the knees if that feels best for you. Placing all the weight into the left foot. Pick up the right foot, cross it behind the left. Again, you might want to come up a little bit higher onto tented fingers or support. And then just dangling and swaying the body side to side. You're going to feel a very deep sensation in the right hamstring. Just breathing into that sensation. To unwind the legs. All the way comes into the right foot this time. The left foot crosses behind the right. And then same thing. Chest is towards your thigh. Nose is towards your knee. And it doesn't matter how far forward your body is folded. What matters is that you like the feeling on the back side of the left leg. And we start to slowly unwind this forward fold. Weight becomes even onto both feet. Feet are about hip-width apart. Breathe in through the nose, slide the hands up the shins, lifting the body up to a flat back. And then exhale, slide them back down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release and fold. Last time, inhale, crown of the head leads the way. The weight comes into the balls of the feet. Exhale, you fold it all the way down. We'll start to walk the feet back into that same downward dog. And then roll ourselves forward down to a tabletop. We're going to take the knees further behind the hips into a modified plank. And bend the elbows, lower the body all the way down towards the mat. Untuck those toes. Hands come up wider than the shoulders. Inhale, press into the hands, press into the forearms, lift the chin and chest. And exhale, ripple down. 2 more times. As you can see, I like to work in threes. Exhale, fold it down. 1 more time, just sinking body up with the breath. Beautiful, full exhale. Take the hands beneath the shoulders. We press back into our table. Tuck the toes, hips high, down dog once more. Settle here. Maybe you want to pedal the feet. You can also dip one shoulder down and then the other. Whatever feels best for you. Take an inhale to lift the left toes up towards the sky. You get a little bit more height by lifting up that right heel. As you exhale, we'll step the left foot between the hands, dropping right knee down towards the mat. Kickstand that right shin on a 45, toes tucked, maybe even further than 45, parallel would be great. Take an inhale to windmill the arms all the way parallel to the mat. We extend the top leg long, and then plant the hand beneath the shoulder. Take a big full side stretch, point the toe, reach out the finger. Watch this shoulder doesn't cave down. Keep this shoulder open up and pull down away from your ear. Breathe in. As you breathe out, windmill the hands back, parallel to the mat. Take them to heart. Flatten this foot down into the mat. And then start to bend this knee, sink down into the hips. We're gonna flow here. Inhale, big side stretch. Exhale, windmill hands, hands to heart, sink down, modified lunge. One more time, breathe in, third time. Beautiful. We're going to take the hands down to the mat, unkickstand this foot. We're going to bend this front knee to come back into our low lunge. Lift right knee up off the mat. Pivot the right foot, flying parallel back of the mat. Walk the hands all the way around. So the long edge of the mat, bring both toes to face forward. Bring myself back a bit. Breathe into lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Fold deeply. We'll take an inhale to lift up halfway. Bring the heels in, toes are on a 45. Bend the knees a lot to come into goddess legs. Hands come to the thighs. Lift the chest. Open the shoulders here. Take an inhale. Dip the left shoulder down towards the body. Breathe in to open the chest. Pressing the hips forward. Exhale, dip the right shoulder, hips go back slightly. 2 more times because we're working in threes. One more time. Inhale through the center. Exhale, dip the left shoulder down. Press that left knee open. For one more time. Take an inhale to come through the center. Take an exhale, extend the legs, lift all the way up, stretch all the way up. And then windmill the hands to come down. Facing that left foot, come high on the back toe. We're going to step ourselves back to a downward dog. Pedal here. Reset the body in any way you might need to. Could also be in table if you don't like downward dog. Moving this to the right side. Breathe in. Excuse me. Right toes lift to sky. Maybe come high in the left toe. Exhale, stepping foot between the hands. Dropping the left knee down towards the mat. Bringing that left shin to a 45. Or a little bit deeper. Inhale, windmill, straighten the top leg. Plant the left hand beneath the left shoulder. Open the body up, big side stretch. Press that bottom hip forward and open up the top shoulder. On an inhale, come back, arms parallel to the mat, shoulders over hips. On an exhale, hands come to heart. Flatten that front foot, bend into the front knee, sink into the hips. We flow, inhale. We find a lot of length bodies in one long line. Exhale, lifting up, sinking down into the hips, hands and jelly. One more time. Side stretch. Exhale. Hands to hearts. Bending that front knee. Beautiful. Taking the hand down to the mat. Bringing the back shin back to where it was in our low lunge. Lift up the back knee. Flatten that back foot parallel to the back of the mat. We're going to walk the hands around. Come to the other edge so you can see what I'm doing. Walk, pivot the back foot, walk the hands around, straighten into both legs. Edges of the foot parallel to short edges of the mat. Fold deeply. Breathe here. Hold the tension out of your neck. On an inhale, press into the hands, lift the body up halfway. As you exhale, heels come in, toes 45. Bend your knees back to our goddess legs. Hands to thighs, lift the chest. This time we're going to press down into the feet. Let the legs do the work here. Bring your hands down to your sides. You're going to sink down into this for a moment. I want you to pull your knees back, press your pelvis forward. Now, before we flow here, I want you to start to think about some things that you are trying to cultivate into your life. I know the legs are working, we're going to stretch them after. And I want you to think about some things that you want to let go of. All right, we're going to flow to those things. As you inhale, pull in all of those things that you want to cultivate into your life, arms overhead. Exhale, pull them down into the center of your being. Now what you want to get rid of. Inhale, prepare it to let go. Exhale, let it go. Palms face forward. All right, you know what you're doing. Again, inhale, cultivate. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, prepare to release. Exhale, push it out. One more time. Last chance, inhale. Breathe out, pull it into your heart. Inhale, open the palms. Exhale, push it out. Final inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, coming back into our low lunge. So coming down, you should have the right foot forward even though I have left. So you're going to be right here. And press into the hands. Step back, last downward dog. Or tabletop. Tension out of the neck, shake the head a little bit. Press hard to thighs. And roll yourself forward to a table. Cross the ankles at the back. Land on your bum. Bend your knees, plant your feet onto the floor. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Take the hands behind you. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. And then press your chest forward. You can come up a little bit higher. We're stretching to our right glute. So you should feel the sensation right here. Breathe here. You can close the eyes down if you like. Sole of the foot on the inner thigh. Remove your fleshy bits from underneath you. Sit up tall. And place the hand on either side of the left leg. This might be where you stay. This is a great place to be. nice and tall here. And then we'll take a big inhale to reach the arms overhead. And then exhale to bring the hands down behind the back. Bend the elbows, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Sit up tall, open the chest, press the shoulders down. If your legs don't like this, you could sit crisscross. And you can also close the eyes and humble chin towards your chest. Just making sure you keep those shoulders back and down so the chest can open. And just slowly release the hands from behind the shoulders, from behind the back. Extend the legs. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor. Lean back, windshield wiper, the knees side to side a couple times before we take that sequence over to the other side. Alright, when you're feeling complete with that, start by sitting, staying in the same position actually, and then crossing the left ankle over the right knee. You're welcome to stay right here or sit up a little bit higher. Press the chest towards your shin and your ankle. For your final cycle of breath, you can deepen the stretch, press the chest a little bit closer, sitting up taller. And we start to extend the right leg long this time. Sole of the left foot comes to the inner edge of the right thigh. Same options here. Hands can come down to either side. Bring your blocks with you if you already know that you like to prop yourself in a certain way. Perhaps walk the hands slightly further forward. You can keep a long spine. You can make this more active if you would prefer to be active. Flexing the foot and having a long spine. Flat back hinges you forward from the hips. You can also make this passive. Round down, let the head hang, let gravity do the work. Close, open those eyes up, pressing the body up to a seated position, crossing the right leg all the way over the left leg. Bring the knees to be more in one line, sit up tall, and then you can start to bend the right knee. Maybe they don't cross all the way. You could also sit crisscross if they're not crossing all the way. Maybe they cross a lot, maybe they cross a little. It's nice sometimes to have a block in between your knees. One side will probably be deeper than the other. Also on the other side, I can cross a little bit more and get a little bit deeper. On this side, the body doesn't want to. That's fine with me. Sit up tall, open the chest. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, opposite clasp this time. So the awkward one. Grab onto opposite elbows. up to receive energy. If you need more of a grounding feeling today, palms are facing down to the earth. Close down the eyes. Soften the face. Let everything go. Being still. Notice the breath slowing down. Notice the slowness of the heartbeat. And just fully relax the body. You can stay here for as long as you like. If you are ready to close this practice, seal it in. Let's bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat. You can also just stay laying if you would like to. You can bring one arm overhead and roll onto your side body. Bring yourself to a seated position if anything you would like to. Like you bring your hands to touch, fingertips to kiss, thumblands at the heart space. Humbling chin towards your chest and taking your final breath on your mat in full gratitude. Thank you so much for coming and joining me for this practice today. Namaste.